نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Peace and salutations be upon Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Respected viewers, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another edition of our series Supplications from the Quran, the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everybody has issues, everybody has problems, and everybody has a pain and everybody has a cry. While we cannot change destiny and we're not in control of what happens in our life, when difficulties do come upon us, firstly we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from difficulties and hardships. But what is bound to happen, because the world was never supposed to be the home of bliss and the home of peace. That is reserved for the year after. So today's supplication is the dua and hardship. Again, as I said, we ask Allah to protect us from difficulty. But what happens when it does come your way? Do you have the strength, the spiritual strength and the shoulders to bear that difficulty and hardship? No, we don't. That's why we need to turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this wonderful supplication is actually a part of the concluding verses of Surah Al-Baqarah, verse number 286, the final verse of Surah Al-Baqarah. رَبَّنَا وَلَا تَحْمِلْ عَلَيْنَا إِسْرًا كَمَا حَمَلْتَهُ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِنَا. O Allah, do not place upon us difficulties and hardship like was placed upon those that came before us. رَبَّنَا وَلَا تَحْمِلْ عَلَيْنَا إِسْرًا كَمَا حَمَلْتَهُ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِنَا. Don't place difficulties and hardships like it came upon the people that came before us, the other ummats and the other generations and the other nations that were sent into this world. Sometimes the rules and regulations that were put upon them were far more difficult than what we have in the Sharia of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So we say, oh Allah, do not place upon us the difficulties that came upon the people the people before us. رَبَّنَا وَلَا تَحْمِلْ عَلَيْنَا إِسْرًا كَمَا حَمَلْتَهُ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِنَا رَبَّنَا وَلَا تُحَمِّلْنَا مَا لَا طَاقَةَ لَنَا بِهِ. O Allah, do not place any difficulty or hardship upon us that is too difficult for us to bear, that we do not have the strength to deal with. وَلَا تُحَمِّلْنَا مَا لَا طَاقَةَ لَنَا بِهِ. O Allah, do not place such a problem upon us that we don't have the strength to deal with. That is why the scholars tell us, whenever you are faced with a difficulty or hardship, the mere fact that it came upon you is an indication that you have the strength to deal with it. You've just not tapped into that resource as yet. Initially, when a difficulty comes, we feel that I can't handle this. It's too difficult for me to bear. Console yourself with the fact that the mere fact that it happened, it shows that you have the strength to shoulder this difficulty and hardship, because this is the declaration of the Quran that Allah will never put a difficulty on a soul more than that which it can bear. But then we say, وَلَا تُحَمِّلْنَا مَا لَا طَاقَةَ لَنَا بِهِ. O Allah, do not place upon us such difficulties that we don't have the strength and the capacity to deal with. So this is for ease in difficulty. وَعْفُ عَنَّا. O Allah, overlook our shortcomings. وَغْفِرْ لَنَا. O Allah, forgive us. وَارْحَمْنَا. O Allah, show us with your mercy. أَنْتَ مَوْلَانَا فَانْصُرْنَا عَلَى الْقَوْمِ الْكَافِرِينَ. O Allah, ultimately you are our protector. أَنْتَ مَوْلَانَا. You are our protector. فَانْصُرْنَا عَلَى الْقَوْمِ الْكَافِرِينَ. O Allah, we ask you for your help and assistance upon our enemies and those that disbelieve. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the understanding. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.